Hey, everybody. Thanks for stopping in. This is Richard Widmer, your host. Patty Giordano on the other side. That's the beauty of it. I'm the brains of it. Tongue in cheek. This is Unbroken Talk. This is part of the Unbroken platform. The Unbroken platform has a lot of entities, meaning the Unbroken OCB Natural Series 3 bodybuilding events in Georgia. Athens just finished June 1st. You got October in Augusta coming up and November coming up in Columbus, Georgia. Excited about that. And then also under the Unbroken platform, we have Widmer Unbroken, which is the nutritional part, and as well as the fitness part. And then the most important element on this is the Unbroken movement. And that is really sharing these stories of the Unbroken heroes, especially there she's showing the symbol, which is outstanding. We share the stories of the Unbroken heroes who participated in the show. This is a unjudged division. I have just elaborated more on that division, meaning that normally the Unbroken hero would be tagged to one of the categories for men and women bodybuilding. And it's unjudged, so they could be under bodybuilding or figure, bikini, what have you, and they're unjudged and they tell their story. Now it's unattached, where they can just come and unpack and shine under the lights in the garment of their choice, and I share their story. So that's going to be another podcast to talk about. But this Unbroken Live, this is episode, what is it, Patty? Two. Eventually, we're going to do this live when we have guests, and we're real excited to share and elaborate a topic with other individuals to talk. But the reason why I came forward and wanted to elaborate on the Unbroken platform and do this Unbroken Talk is because I got a lot to say. Lots to say, meaning this. I am 58 years old. Patty is the young age of 50. We are very active, not as a full-time, but passionate in the health and fitness. And let's just call that health and fitness between working out, nutrition, and coaching, and promoting and judging, et cetera, et cetera. But this is our passion. This is our part-time, and this is the important part, because this is why we're doing it, Patty, right? It's because we're adults with busy lifestyles, right? We're parents. We got careers outside of this, and we are, I would say, the best version of ourselves at this point in our life, trying to stay the most conditioned. And with us, we actually want to and do step on stage under the lights. And myself being very competitive, meaning I'm on a level of under the OCB, having an open pro, masters pro, put all that aside. I compete on the highest level on bodybuilding natural stage. That's another key why I'm sharing this. And Patty has just started out. She's one of the biggest reasons I wanted to bring her on is because she's at age 45. She started her fitness journey. She became a personal trainer. She started to, check off that bucket list to step on stage. And she did all this as an adult with an extremely busy lifestyle, carrying two jobs. Yeah, it's, so the point is this is just being able to share how the hell do you fucking do it? Now, mind you, if I can do it from a very high level and enjoy it and not be tortured, how can anybody want to just be able to get in shape? How do you do that?
And
Patty, what's the topic today?
That is our topic for tonight. Starting your fitness journey. How do I get started? I'm an adult. I want to lose weight. There's so much information out there. You go on social media, you Google, you're just trying to lose weight, and where do I start? What do I do? How much cardio do I do? Weight training, all these fad diets out there, keto, water diets, you name it. Like,
I don't,
yeah.
I don't mean to laugh, but
Oh
oh,
no, it's
fuck,
crazy. All these crazy diets and all
Lord.
this information, all this great information these social media influencers are giving to you. What do I do? Where do I start?
Is it, you know what? I fucking love this topic. I love this topic.
It's a great,
I guess that's the first question for me, right? Okay,
yeah,
so this is really the Q&A. Since I've got so many war scars on my back, I've got a lot to say about this. And I get a lot of clients ask, where do I start? And Patty knows it because she was purely a client, and she'll laugh and smile on some of the stuff I say. Here's how it unpacks. Okay, so I say this is the word fad, meaning water diet, fasting, carnival. Yeah, it's a fucking carnival, right? Meat eating diet, whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's a
carnivore,
richism. Carnivore, whatever. You know,
carnivore, and vegan. I was a
vegan.
vegan when I
Yeah.
came to Richmond.
Yeah, we'll get on that topic. She was a fucking vegan when I first met her. Oh, good lord, that I'll laugh about that. Yeah, what you hear is, let's face it. You know, I don't know the pure statistics, but I'm sure the health and fitness and all the above is $1 billion business, right? I mean, everybody wants to sell you an idea to get the quickest results possible to make you keep spending the dollars, right? And it's
Right.
all, and in my view, and again, I am speaking from personal experience. I am not only a fact-driven freak where I want to know where the answers, how they became, and I actually will experiment on myself and see the results. So this is do as I say, do as I do, because I fucking did it. I was in this health and fitness industry for 30 plus. I'm still doing. I grew up on the bro science shit when there wasn't any internet, and you heard all in the gym and the magazines and all this shit on, being wannabe and competitive and getting shredded and all this shit. All that shit is fucking bullshit, and it's not sustainable. Period. Any of the fads you hear is not sustainable and bullshit. Sure, you could see short-term results. And there's a lot of reason why short-term results become. People look on the scale, water diet. Well, I'm not eating. If you're not fucking eating and there's no food to hold that water in, it'll get out and the scale's going to drop. But yet, what happens when you start eating again, or the carnivore? It's
Right back
It's
on.
bullshit. So here's my simplicity of the answer. There is no fad. It's not rocket science. And Patty, you always heard me say it's pretty much give it a kiss. Keep it simple, stupid. Meaning, first of all, when somebody wants to start getting in shape, and I have clients, not you because you had a purpose, but I have clients just wanting to get in shape, wanting to be healthy, wanting to step on the stage for the first time, wanting to just have abs for the summertime, whatever it may be. The first avenue they will take would be, I got to go to the gym. I got to go to the gym. I got to go to the gym and work out. I got to go to the gym in the morning. Yes, that's part of it, but that is not where you start. Where you start, first and foremost, there's two most important factors. Two most important factors. First, the most important factor is to be able to figure out what you're putting in your
Pie hole.
That's it. First and foremost, what you're putting in your pie hole. That is critical, because then if we talk about number two, which is working out, it's all irrelevant. I don't give a shit what kind of fucking workout you're doing. It doesn't matter, because if you don't have a handle on what you put in your pie hole, you won't have the kind of success you're looking for. And let me take a step back. When we talk about, as adults, you and I, we talk about wanting to be the best version of ourselves. I get clients wanting to be the best version of ourselves, meaning I went to the doctor, high blood pressure, cholesterol. I got to get healthy, man, or I'm not going to be able to live in, to see my kids as adults. That is a goal. I want to be able to step on stage. I got divorced. I want to be a cougar. I want to be able to get out of the dad bod, whatever it may be, right? So what am I saying here? First and foremost, when people, this topic of conversation, there is a journey. This is I'm going to call it's the richism journey. The richism journey is meaning people come up to me and I want to get in shape. And what do they want to hear? They come up. How about, what do you think of the water diet? What do you think of it? They looked in the mirror and I want to get in shape. Let me ask Rich. I know that, they expect me to say, do this. And all of a sudden they're dropping 30, 40 fucking pounds next week and they're good to go. No, that's not how it works. The first and foremost is they need to have, and I've discussed this on the first podcast. I'm going to discuss it on every single podcast, because every single thing that somebody wants, in this case, it's wanting to be a better version of themselves. Anything anybody ever wants, and I'll go sidestep. I want to make more money. I want to get a better career. I want to better this. I want to better that. Every single want that somebody wants to accomplish starts with, you know what I'm going to say, Patty? A defining moment. Mm-hmm. You need a defining moment. You need a reason to be able to want to accomplish something. And then the other thing that accompanies the defining moment is your inspiration. That inspiration will motivate you through and continually through your defining moment. If you do not have that, then all you have, and Patty, on the clients I talk to you about, is talkers. That's all they do is talk. Excuses. Why I can't do this? Why I can't do that? Why can't I get it done? Rich, how do you do it at 58 and still step on stage shredded and still manage a career and promote shows? How do you do it? And it's easy. To be honest with you, it's fucking easy. You know why? Because I got a defining moment and I got a constant inspiration and I do it right. How does Patty do it? She has a defining moment, she has inspiration, and she does it right. And that's what we're going to share here. So, my journey, richism journey. Need a defining moment. Need your inspiration. Let's make one up. Mr. and Mrs. Jones, go to the doctor and say, yo, Mrs. Jones, you got to quit smoking or you're not going to last for 10 years. Mr. Jones, you don't drop 50 pounds, you're not going to last for 10 years. There is always a defining moment. Holy shit, babe. We got to get something done. Okay, so there's the defining moment. Now they go home and they start taking care of their kids. And they're looking at their kids. And you can't tell me, because Patty, you have kids. You got two? I got three. 2 kids. I got 3. I look at my kids, and one of my motivating factors is I want to be around for my kids. Yep. Now, I'm a religious man, and I know I got my end date already marked. But I got to tell you, I have free will, too. I'm a Christian guy, proud to say. You could follow, you not follow, whatever it may be, but I'm going to share with me that I know I got free will, meaning if my expiration date is 5 years, God forbid, or 100 years, if I abuse my body, it will be a torture for the 100 years. If I take care of myself the best I can, I'm going to try to be the best I can be for the time I got left on this. So, spin back. Their defining moment was health. Losing weight, quit smoking. Their inspiration was their children. Every day they wake up now in their head, they want to be healthy for their kids. Now, keep in mind, it's easier said than done. Patty, we know it. You're still trying to kick the habit of your smoking. You're on the nicotine gum. I get it. I beat you up all the time, but I give you an A for
Too.
effort. I know that's a fucking craziness, and it's not easy. But let's step back. It's not easy, right? But if you do have a defining moment, if you do have inspiration, it's a little bit easier than without it. You have
Mm-hmm.
accountability. The other piece is getting a very good coach.
Yes.
Coaches. The Unbroken platform has great coaches. After this, I would expect people dial in wanting to talk to me about it. You know why? Because I can make it really simple. Diet is not a 4-letter word. It's not saying fuck, shit. Wait, it's SHIT. Just making sure. 4-letter word. It's not fucking, it's not, it's a matter of, let's break out when we talk about, I don't want to lose track. So we got the plan going down. Now there's 2 major factors to get started, and I'll let Patty ask the next question. But how to get started is the defining moment. How to get started is finding your inspiration. How to get started is not jumping into the gym to start working out. It's not. You got to know what's in your pie hole. So you got to talk to and get educated on how to do that. My approach is simple. It's basically, we want to understand what makes your body tick. Now, this isn't a nutritional consultate tonight. It's just basically to give you a good philosophy on how to get started. Once you understand what you're putting in your mouth that makes your body run like a machine, and that is how I do it. So we know basic simple that if you are burning more, everybody knows this from like the general public, right, Patty? I would say I can easily say, what? Go ahead, jump in if you.
I don't think they do know that what you were just going to say.
Okay,
Um, that yeah, because that's where a lot of the confusion comes in, that they don't understand if you're not if you're eating more than if you're putting in your mouth more food than you're burning throughout the day, then you're going to continually either stay at the same weight or you're going to gain weight. You can't
good
out
point.
train a bad diet.
So let's assume we're talking to Mr. and Mrs. Jones. We talk to, and they know nothing. They just busy lifestyles, right? Which is everybody. Busy lifestyles. So to make it simple, we talked about it, and I'm going to keep repeating the same thing because at my age and seeing the clients, defining moment, inspiration, and then understanding what you're eating. And we do that as coaches. We figure out basically what you eat now, like what's making you like let's back up where I say I keep it simple, stupid. All right. Your body is your temple, and your body, to be able to function, move, daily activity, sleep, maintain your breathing, your heart rate, get up, get out of bed, go to the bathroom, come downstairs, eat, make breakfast, go for a run, don't go for a run, get the kids out, go to work, come home, cut the grass, whatever activity you do. Your body, at the end of the day, we can easily say breaks down like a car. How much do you drive? How much gas was needed to make it run? It's the same thing. If you put enough gas in the car, even Steven, and you run it where it's even Steven, at the end of the day, you will use up all the gas. It was even. So the next day, if you put enough gas in the car like you did before and you run it the same, you will run out. So you are putting in enough gas to run it even Steven. That's the same thing with your body and food. If you're eating enough for the day to make your body run, it's even Steven, meaning your weight will stay even. If you are putting more food in your body than you are burning, what happens? Your body will store that extra food in the form of fat, and your weight would go up. So, simple. If you are not burning as much as you're eating, the weight goes up. Why does younger kids, high school, college, eat whatever they want and then burn it off? Because they're more active. What happens? All these adults, busy lifestyles that all of a sudden start gaining weight. The reason why you're not as active and you have more opportunities to appreciate the finer things in life, or your busy lifestyles make you eat more higher calorie dense and fat foods, fast food, because of the busy lifestyles that you do not burn off because you're not as active, and you gain weight. And that's society. And you do that day in and day out. And all of a sudden, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years come away. You look in the mirror and you say, holy fuck, what the fuck happened to me? All of a sudden, you're buying bigger pants, stretchy pants, sweatpants, all the above. And now you got to find out what's going on. So this is where good coaches can help. Now, mind you, there is no fad that can help take it off, because I always tell a client, I told you this, this client I had, the first way to attack all this is understanding, we talked about defining moment, inspiration, and understanding how the eating goes. Now, that logic, and I'll wrap this up regarding, wrapping up the eating part. And I'm elaborating a lot more on the eating part because, I don't give a fuck what anybody exercises. I don't want anybody to exercise yet when they're talking to me, because I got to understand what's going in their pie hole. If I don't understand and reprogram how you're eating, any exercise is not going to be sustainable, because you're not going to get the results that you really want. That's why everybody buys all these fucking workout shit in the garage, do it for a fucking week, a month, and then what happens, G? It's storage.
Right. And you start using it as a clothes hanger, or
that's it. And why is that?
Why is that?
I didn't do anything. Or they'll do a fad. I'm going to do a water diet. I'm going to blah, 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 blah. I lose such and such. And then the next 30 days, they gain it all back. The reason why
all excuses.
The reason why they don't understand what is in your mouth. What I do is I teach and reprogram this philosophy. The body is your temple, and it constantly needs fuel, just like a car. Easy correlation. You can't put 2 gallons of gas in the car, floor it, let it run out, put 2 gallons in again, let it run out. It just doesn't work that way. You want to maintain your car running smooth. Put the best quality food in your body over the period of time, meaning when you get up and when you go to sleep. Manage your caloric intake, manage your nutritional intake, manage your diet, manage what you put in your mouth, and manage over the time. We figure out what the combination is, in effect, where you're burning a little bit more than what you're eating. Then what happens? All of a sudden, this is what happens. Now, keep in mind, let me finish this picture I'm painting. Once I understand your eating habits, okay, that means, and I understand your goal, your defining moment, your inspiration. I'm inside your head. I know your lifestyle and everything about you and how you eat. Let's define Mr. and Mrs. Wilson Jones, whoever I forgot. I'm old. I forgot who I called them, but the people in the beginning. That couple came to me, and guess what? They ate like shit, right? I mean, and keep in mind, they were eating like that way for 30 years. She was smoking, and you got, soda, fast food, whatever it may be. It took a long time to get that way. It didn't happen overnight. It took a long time, progress. So in essence, to turn that around, I've got to find out and specifically see what kind of nutrition makes their body run at a maintenance, meaning even Steven, I find out what their weight is, what they look like, where they are right now. And then I find out what they've been putting in their pie hole, meaning in the form of macros. I'm a macro guy, meaning foods, not to get crazy, food breaks up into, you heard this, carbohydrates, protein, fats, what. Food is broken up into factors, nutrition, macros, all this good stuff. When I understand that, then I recommend the type of ratios that individual should have. In turn, I shave it down a little bit, meaning that their body is getting a little less than what they're going to burn. Well, in our earliest conversation, if they're eating more than what they need, Patty, you said it, what happens? They gain weight.
Gain weight.
So now if they eat a little bit less, then what's going to happen? They're going to lose weight. Because in theory, the body still needs so much to burn. So if it's not getting it, and if the ratio is the right adjustment, it'll take that fat that you have around the belly, around the buttocks, around the thighs, wherever it may be. It'll use that as energy, right? So then we'll see, I call it the onion peeling. You'll start to lose that body percentage fat. You'll start to see the scale. Does this happen overnight? Did them gaining 30 pounds happen overnight? 50 pounds? No, it takes greatness in the making. So my approach reprograms them, because that client ate once a day, twice a day, that's it. They ate their first meal, I don't know, I'm going to speak for like the masses. They get up, cigarette, cup of coffee, first meal's 2 o'clock, lunch, then a late dinner before they go to bed, and it's shit. Now, is the body ultimately running to the best on that type of diet, on that type of sequence, on getting the fuel?
No.
No.
Especially as you get older. Your body will tend to, maybe when you're younger, that'll work for you, but when you're older, your body needs the fuel throughout the day. So like breakfast, it's breakfast, break, fast, because you fast during the night, right? So you're breaking that fast when you wake up, and you need that to start your metabolism going for the day. So yeah, especially as you get older, you need to reprogram your eating habits.
That is a key term.
Yes.
Patty. Reprogramming is definitely the key term. To amplify that a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Most all clients that want to just become a better version of themselves have terrible eating habits. Not just the choices of food, but the timing. So I want to, that whole thing, it's very important as far as, and I will speak as a active bodybuilder, knowing that your body burns fuel. And now, depending on the person, the type of person, female, male, young, old, age, athletic, bodybuilder, not, sports, high athlete in sports, whatever it may be, everybody has a different metabolism and gifted genetics to be able to burn the food they have. But generally speaking, when you eat, it immediately starts to digest and break up, and your body consumes and dispenses the food into energy and all the things that the body needs. So that happens on an average between 2 to 3 hours, depending on all the factors. With that said, if that's the case, your body needs to constantly need fuel every 3 hours per se. Now that whole thing gets throw out the door if you're loading it up into a Thanksgiving type of meal. Your body's not going to need, fuel every 3 hours because you overloaded it. So where I talk to clients is, again, the biggest piece to get started is what's understanding your diet. I have to reprogram them, reteach them, introducing what they need and how to be able to break it throughout the day for themselves. That is the first step, Patty, when we talk about how to get started. Talking to a nutritional coach, talking about how to make it easy, simple. It's not complex. It's a matter of understanding what you need and how to break it up. That is the first step. When you understand that, then we put together an exercise program to be able to accommodate the nutrition. So then, when you start your fitness journey, you will see great results from the effort you put in because you're eating properly. Therefore, this is the most important, because every client that I help, Patty will contest, how I drive the nutritional ratios with clients is they need to make sure and tell me, how do you feel? Now, keep in mind, we're busy adults. We can't be deprived of certain things. We might have meetings to go to, flying out of town, only access to this. I can only eat 3 times a day. I can only eat this kind of food. I'm allergic to this. I've got sports to give my kids. All that could work with planning. Everything could work out. But once we understand how to and what makes us be able to function, then we in turn could share, Rich, what I'm on right now, my sleep is good, my energy is good, my bathroom's good, and I feel strong in the gym. Every time when I hear, okay, how does all those things work? Great. Patty, you can contest? That means you're going about your life, and the only thing you're rolling your sleeves up is to know what you're putting in your mouth, understanding your nutritional needs, and then following the workout. And guess what? Those nutritional needs, does that mean that you're only eating chicken and broccoli? No. Does that mean you're only eating boiled chicken? No, not at all. Can you potentially partake in a slice of pizza? Sure. Can you partake in making lunch meat sandwiches? Sure. It's a wide palette. There are better choices of food than others, but the point of this is being able to reprogram. Taking a mature client with a busy lifestyle, and having them understand what made them get to where they are right now. I'm sitting in the mirror. I'm 30, 40, 50 pounds heavier. What the frig happened? Nope. What the fuck happened? Okay, I get it. My eating was all wrong. When you know this, I reprogram it. Does the reprogramming happen overnight, Patty?
No.
Hell no. Hell to the fucking no. Would this? Hell no. But let me tell you, Patty, you've been doing this for over 2 years with me now.
Yep.
How's your eating habits now?
My eating habits have changed a hell of a lot.
Are you deprived?
I am not. Even when I was in prep, I was not deprived. And Rich still being my coach, I can tell you that I will go to him. He will ask if everything is good, like he mentioned, bathroom, sleep, all of the above. And if I say no, okay, it's time to make an adjustment. Let's adjust your carbs, or let's adjust your fats, or, let's try this and see if that helps. And if I come back and say, yeah, that helped a little bit, good. If not, then we readjust things. But my thinking has changed completely, where I wouldn't eat breakfast beforehand because I wanted to fast. But your fasting is overnight. My fasting is when I sleep, and I'll wait maybe an hour or so, but I know now that breakfast is like super important for me, to get my day started and to get my metabolism going. And then just my eating habits were just totally reprogrammed from the foods that I eat. I was eating fast foods and just not taking care of myself at all, or not keeping track of what I eat, to now tracking everything that I put in my mouth, and knowing, to being so in tune with my body to how those foods make me feel. What makes me feel like shit, what makes me feel like really good, what makes me strong in the gym. Um that's it.
That 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 great commercial. I gotta. I don't want to. Excuse me. No, and when I talk about that, and thank you, Patty. It's that just it's another testimonial of giving it a kiss. Keep it simple, stupid. Listen,
It works.
turn anybody off on the fucking anybody on social media that's trying to tell you you can't eat this, don't eat that, don't fucking do this, stop eating that. It's fucking bullshit. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. Because let me tell you something. My philosophy is simple, meaning the body needs nutrition. The body is an unbelievable machine. You can't trick the body. You cannot
No.
trick the body. Meaning, I don't eat, my body will keep working and burn off the calories. It's not how it works. Your metabolism slow down. It'll say, I'm in a starvation state. I got to preserve. Your body's an unbelievable machine. So let your body work for you, meaning muscles burn the calories. So let me say, in logic, if I build my muscle out, I'll burn more calories. That's why you see all these athletes eating tremendous amount, because they're carrying big mass. I'm eating more than I ever did because I'm carrying more mass. All the above. The more mass you carry, the more you can eat, figuratively speaking. So in logic, your body is a temple and it needs to be fed, not by liquid diets. I'm a fan of, Patty will know, chew power. Chew power. Food.
Yeah.
You need
Me
food,
too.
a variety of food. It'll be another
Me
podcast in
too.
depth. Yeah, it'll be another podcast. We'll do another talk on specifics of it. But so, not to get off topic, but that's the first start. What you put in your mouth is the big piece.
Like,
And
thank you
then,
when I don't eat.
oh my God. And then we go to the fitness journey. So, did I answer the question, G Money?
Yes, you
Okay.
did.
All right. What was any part two of the question, or was that the whole kit and caboodle? Did you have anything else to add,
Um,
to ask?
yeah, as far as training and cardio, I know as a woman, and when I first started going to the gym, I had not a clue of what I was doing. So, cardio. Every woman loves cardio, and um, they they're afraid of picking up a weight because they don't want to get too bulky. I don't want, yes.
That's
I,
fucking
well,
great.
I don't want to look like a
Yeah,
man.
exactly.
I don't
Yeah.
want to put on too much
Lord.
muscle. So I don't want to weight train. I'll just stick with cardio.
All right.
So
That's
yeah,
all
let's
right.
discuss
Let's have fun
this.
with that. Okay, good.
Yes,
All right.
yes.
So, okay, good. All right. Couple things to unpack there. So, and we want to keep it, we got 20 minutes. I like to keep this within an hour to listen. So, okay. So, how to get started. We talked about pie hole. We talked about, then we talk about the training, and do I go weights, how much weight, how much cardio. And this is where, I mean, this is, the big commercial piece, to be able to talk to the right coach to get the right goals. Because let's take a step back. It really starts with the goal and what you're looking to accomplish. If the goal, because each body is a different fingerprint, right? We're all different fingerprints and all different genetics and different goals. If I get, Mr. and Mrs. Wilson or Smith or whoever we were talking about before, and they just want to be the best version of themselves, meaning being healthy, being healthier than what they are, quit smoking and losing weight. They don't have a lot of time. I understand their lifestyle. They have kids, sports. They don't have a lot of time. They can't join a gym. They don't want to do any weightlifting. They can't really do much. They just want to be better. So it becomes baby steps. So to improve their health overall, I'll introduce something of, first and foremost, having them understand their nutrition. And then secondly is try to implement some type of very low impact cardio, meaning let them enjoy a walk together, slowly getting to be able to go out and enjoy a walk. Because I know by firsthand, I know, and it's always baby steps. You got to crawl before you walk. Individuals have come into me with that type of situation, and then all of a sudden, after they get started, and it comes quicker than quick, get started where firsthand, they don't, a lot of times, depending on the lifestyle, that a huge amount of change for them would happen by just reprogramming their eating habits, not doing anything different, just reprogramming their eating habits, having them understand the diet, the dietary needs their body needs. When I get somebody that is overweight and they need on medicine and they need to just get healthier, and they hardly eat once, and then when they do eat, it's terrible. Those are the best kind, because you know what? Once I adjust their diet and their eating habits, their body is going to be like, oh my God, thank you. And it will reward them with what? Feeling great. Because they'll come, I'm tired. My mom, I'm so tired. I don't have any energy. Mom, what time did you get up? I got up at 7:00. What'd you have for breakfast? I had a cup of coffee. Mom, what'd you eat for your first meal? I didn't eat until 2. I had salad. She's tired. I mean, what? She's not fucking eating. And then she'll have a big meal. And I got this tummy. I can't. This is society. Yeah. So again, I'm going to get to the workout, but this is important because this is the average society. You have to understand this, and then it's baby steps. Merely adjusting the eating habits and understanding how to eat and what the body needs, nobody understands that. Immediately, the social media influencers and all the dieters will go, they won't go to the source on what the problem is, right? They're not understanding the individual, right? They're going, carnivore. That's where you only eat meat. Carnival. You don't go on the fucking ride. You don't buy the ticket. You just eat meat. It's a fucking richism. What can I say? I don't know. But you know what I mean? It's like, just eat meat. What?
Just eat meat or the keto diet.
What happens?
No carbs.
What do they do? I see. I lose weight and then again. So firsthand is stop, understand, reprogram. I know you asked me a question on that, but it circles on this. I understand. I gave them a walking. They walked. 3 weeks later, they saw results. Guess what? Blood flow. They're able to tie their shoes, bend down, feel good, sleep better, right? Move a little bit better. Felt a little bit better. Not retaining as water because their sodium level is starting to adjust. Not high in sodium. All of a sudden now they're going, well, Rich, I mean, me and my wife were talking about maybe going to the gym. There's a special. Here you go. Step 2. How much, Rich? And I've heard this. Rich, I don't want to get too big. I don't want muscles. It's funny, right? Okay. I got these muscles. I'm not now genetically. I'm sitting at about 150 pounds. I'm not genetically a freak. It took me years to create any muscles that I have, and that's at a whole different level. And I am 100% natural in every way, shape, or form. No testosterone, no nothing, therapy, no bullshit, all fucking food driven. So, with that said, what I'm trying to say, it takes a long time to build muscle
It
under
does.
the right conditions and the certain type of training. So there's a lot of
Yeah.
training to put into play. There's
Yes.
to
And muscle and weight training will help you lose that fat a little bit quicker. It helps your metabolism. With along with a healthy diet. It's not necessarily going to build muscle right away.
Great point. Great point, Patty. Patty, who's Patty? Patty Giordano. G Money. Yeah. It's a great point. So as far as when we talk about weight training, right? And we talk about weight training and we talk about the type of weight training and all. There are so many different variations to accomplish different goals. Somebody wants
Right.
to put on muscle mass to be able to step on stage. If somebody wants to just be stronger, if somebody's looking to run a marathons, if somebody's looking to power lift, all the types of training are different to accomplish different goals.
Different
But
goals.
everyone, regardless of the goal. Now, mind you, if it's bodybuilding, it's solely focused on weight training. If it's powerlifting, it's solely focused on weight training. If it is accomplished of just being able to be a better version of themselves, be stronger, then it's a weight training to be able to be stronger. When you are stronger, you are building muscle in a very conservative comment, not in a way where you can get stronger without putting on major mass. It's the type of approach you do with the workout.
Right.
I'm not going to break it down, but yes. How much weight training? How much cardio? Well, weight training breaks out, and let's just put that in a bucket of being able to get stronger. Okay. Weight training oriented to get stronger, including muscles, tendons, and all that kind of stuff. Cardio, the type of cardio workout can include many things, but under that cardio category, it's basically elevating your heart rate. When you're elevating your body function, heart rate working harder over a span, it becomes what we call a fat burning zone where your body is burning fat. In theory, that's the theory. People affiliate, I have to do cardio to burn calories. There's ways that you approach weightlifting is just as important and beneficial to burn calories as well. So there
Mm-hmm.
needs to be a
Yes.
delicate medium, a delicate mix between the two. But it really, how much we take a step back, understand what the goal is to that person. Ultimately, it becomes basically a mathematical thing, meaning people, I want to lose weight. Well, I'm just going to eat better, but they don't know what's going in their pie hole. That doesn't work. I want to lose weight and they don't change this, but they just go do cardio. How much cardio to do? I don't know. I just do 30 minutes because I saw it on a reel. What does that mean? I got to do 10,000 steps because that's just what I heard. I did 10,000 steps. I mean,
Yeah.
what does that mean? When you talk to the right coach, the Unbroken team, we'll figure out again in depth what your pie hole needs and how much we want to reduce it each day over the week to give you on pace to lose onion peels, like lower the body fat slow and steady over the course of time. On the
So it's sustainable.
Unbroken.pro, you'll see Patty's before and after pictures. On my Instagram post,
I
I
see my
show
journey.
your
Yeah.
journey. On my Instagram post, the latest pro show I went in, I unpacked my journey. It's a slow, Patty, I think yours was 20 weeks.
Yes, it was.
It
I
was
was
20
on a
weeks. So
20-week
you
prep.
see 20 weeks. Now, mind you, I think the total poundage was
I started with you at 112 and I stepped on stage at 89
89.
pounds.
Okay. So 20 weeks for, do the math on that. 20 pounds, we'll just say, right? 20 pounds, give or take. Like 20 weeks, 20 pounds is a very, now mind you, she's only 4'11. So she's got a very
49.
4'9.
Fine.
Giving you, I'm sorry. I
You're
gave you
giving me a
liquors.
little extra.
You give me money for that. Mind you, that's a very healthy way to reduce poundage. It was comfortable. It wasn't torture. And that is sustainable, enjoyable, and exciting. And the passion grows. So when we understand the starting point, and then we understand that where we want to be and what the outcome is, whether in Patty's case, stepping on stage, in some cases, just losing poundage, then I know specifically how much should be coming off on a weekly basis. And as it comes down, could it be 5 pounds initially, 3 pounds, 1 pound? It's all different fingerprints. What kind of activity? How are you eating? Like, it becomes customized. The most important, and I'll end with this, and I think you
Yes.
answered the question. The most important thing is it's the journey. It's a healthy journey. It's a happy journey.
Yes.
It's a journey that is sustainable for life. What I help with is to be able to have a quality of life that's sustainable over the course of 20 weeks. You competed 2 years ago?
Yes.
2 years ago, she's only sitting at 109.
Mm-hmm.
So, and she's what I call is her happy heavyweight, where
Heavyweight.
this is, comfortable for her. Would she like to be a little bit leaner? Well, to step on stage, yes. To be an average lifestyle, no, she's good here. Perfect. She's happy, but she's got other goals. Is she tortured? No, because I saw her eat something yesterday that was kind of cheap, but it was incorporated, so it's fun. But so that question,
It's a weekend. It's
yeah,
a weekend.
yes, and this is all part of it, and it's allowed, to be honest with you, because let's face it, man, it's a journey, it's a lifestyle, and you're able to incorporate, things you like and partake. But when you understand the diet, when you understand your body, and this is what I train to you to do, is then you're able to partake in, Rich, I'm going to a barbecue. I'm going to, okay, fit it in, do this. We'll get back on it here. And we get back to work. It's all fun. You're able to think, not it's tortured. Okay. So that, I think I answered the question. How much really depends on, you need to know what here is to incorporate. You can't just start. I don't recommend anybody. Let me just start going to the gym. I mean, what does that? Yeah. Will you see results if you did that? Yes. Because guess what? You weren't doing shit. Now you're doing something. So you're going to see something.
But there's going to come a time where you're going to plateau as well. And then you're going to say, what the fuck? There is no magic pill. There's no magic solution where you're just going to listen to somebody online, on Instagram, on Google something and be like, oh, okay, I'm going to follow that, and that's going to be the rest of my life. I'm going to lose weight and I'm going to be good. No, you really need to get a hold of your nutrition and how you eat, and your exercise, and your exercise throughout the day, daily, so on and so forth. So
That's perfect. I couldn't say it anymore. So I think we covered there. That was it. No other questions?
no, that's it.
Good.
That was our topic.
All right. Fantastic. Thank you all for listening, and stay tuned for the next. We're going to do these every Sunday. We're going to have a topic. Soon we'll have our first guests. I'm looking forward to trying to gather the Unbroken Heroes. To talk about, that I had on, and talk about their journeys and, the shows. And also, I'll sign off with this. Anybody that would love to talk about starting and getting started, the action button is basically go to, the unbroken.pro. It'll take you to the nutritional page, and then we can hook up with a consultation on how to get started. But from Patty G Money, and myself, Richard Widmer, it's been a pleasure to educate. Till next time, see ya.